Friends, hello and welcome on techgruspeaks.com. Today I would like to start a new topic, that is Python iterator. An iterator in Python is a kind of object that contains a finite number of values. List, tuples, sets, dictionaries, even the strings are the examples of iterable objects. These are basically iterable containers from which we can get an iterator. An iterator helps in iterating upon all the values of the iterable objects and consists of the methods like next and iter. The next method retrieves the next item from an iterable object. As I already mentioned, a list is an iterable and we can get iterator from it by using the iter function. We can also use a for loop to iterate it through an iterable object like list, tuple, set and string. For a particular kind of iterable object, say for example list, when we reach the end of it and there is no more data to be returned, it will raise the stop iteration error. It's a runtime error. So now I will be moving to the coding section that will be demonstrated by the Spider IDE, which is one of the most popular IDEs in Python. Now let's move to the Spider IDE. So now I will be developing a program that will be basically demonstrating the concept of iterator in Python. Suppose I am having a small, so I am writing a fresh program here. So I would like to add a comment, say demonstration of iterator. So first I have take an iterable object like list, because I have already specified list, tuple, set, dictionary, all the data structures. The important data structures in Python are considered to be iterable objects. So as an example, I have taken here a list. It is named listing, that is a variable name, and it is having three items like pen, pencil and eraser. Okay. Now I am going to create an iterable object from the iterable list by using the iter function. Say for example, I will be now writing here my list, that is the name of the created, newly created iterator. Iter, that is the name of the function that I have already specified. Now I would like to write here listing. Okay, so in that way I will create an iterator. Now I would like to access them using the next method. Say for example, if I am writing here print next my list, so it will be just showing the first item here, which happens to be pen here. Now let's run this program. So as I have told it, like it will be showing the first item, that is pen. Now I would like to write it once more, or better to say three times I will be writing it. So it will be pointing towards all the items. Like the first print function will be printing pen, the second one will print pencil, and the third one is getting printed by the third print function. Now what happens if I am writing another print function to call the next function on the iterable my list? So just have a look at it. So if I am trying to execute this one, okay, so it will be creating an exception. That means a kind of runtime error that I have already specified in my previous classes, like how to handle exceptions in Python, which are nothing but runtime errors. So that is why I would like to make a comment here. So it is basically raises stop iteration. So now what is to be done? I need to consider the use of the try block here. Okay, so since it is the error prone code, I would also like to add a comment here for ease of understanding. Say using iter method, the most important methods here are iter and next. To get an iterator from an iterable object, which happens to be listing here, which is basically a list. So by using this iterable with the help of the iter method, that is iter method, I am creating here an iterator. So it is basically the iterable. So from the iterable, by applying the iter method, I am getting an iterator. Okay, now which can be traversed. Okay, like you can access the elements one by one, and when we reach at the end of this iterator, it will raise stop iteration. Now I would like to deal with it. So I need to make use of the except, that is the matching thing to be applied here. So it will be just showing here a message that is stop iteration error occurred. Okay, so that is the thing. So in that way I can solve the problem. Just check it. Yes, it's okay. Now even if there is an error, that is runtime error being generated, because there are no more element after eraser, still it will be able to handle the exception by using the combination of try and except. Now I would like to use another iterable object like a sample string. So first I write it, then I will make it a comment, because iterable object 2. Okay, so basically it's a string. Now what will I do here? I'll be just writing a sample string here, say for example my str, and say for example it is just writing here motherland. Okay, now you can iterate through the elements in the iterable object, that is my string, denoted by the variable my str, by using the simple for loop. Like for item in my str print item. So that is the logic. So it is basically using the in as a membership operator, whether a particular element is there, like it would like to access the elements one by one. So that is the logic. Now I would like to run the program, so it will be showing the output accordingly. So since I have used try except blocks here, so the remainder part of the code will be executed even if there is an error. That is because of the stop iteration error, which is considered to be a runtime error. Now the program will be able to handle that kind of error, so the rest of the part will be executed normally. So now I have taken a iterable object, that is a string object. It is having the value motherland. By using the for in loop, I can access the different elements of the iterator. So that is the logic that I have applied here. I think it's very easy to follow the logic, and you could be able to use any kind of iterable object, be it say, I would like to say, whether it's a list or whether it's a dictionary, set or tuple, or even if it's a string, we could be able to iterate through the items in the iterable object. Now for list, tuple, set or dictionary, first we have to create an iterator from it by using the iter method. Then we can apply the next method on it to access the elements one by one. So if we are at the end of the list and there are no item after that, it will be raising a stop iteration, which can be taken care by using the try except combination. And lastly, I have shown the use of string object as an iterable, and from which we can get the elements one by one. So I hope you have understood what is the logic of the Python iterator and how to apply this concept on iterators like list, tuple, set, dictionary, or the strings. So I think that you have thoroughly watched my video, and I'll be requesting you, if you have liked my video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is given over here, and please visit my website. You can find a lot of useful information here. And lastly, I am having the official email ID. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.